Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called To the Stars. This is a 2019 film that was released in the USA of April of 2020, so it's recently kind of new movie. And it runs an hour and 49 minutes. It stars Kara Hayward, Jordan Spiro, and Tina Parker, among other people. It's a pretty good cast. And the description: under small town scrutiny, a withdrawn farmer's daughter forges an intimate friendship with a worldly but reckless new girl in 1960s Oklahoma. This is To the Stars. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. If you would like correspondence with me outside of YouTube, I do have a new Facebook page called Danny's Movies and Music, and I'll be having lots of bonus content on there, and maybe you'll get to know each other a little bit better. Um, this movie, To the Stars, wasn't quite sure what I was jumping into here. Like I said, it is kind of a newer movie. I found it via research that I do at the beginning of the month, and when I started watching it, I started recognizing people. So our main character, Maggie, sort of, she's the new girl. Our main character is, the farmer's daughter that befriends Maggie, but Maggie's parents are both pretty well known. I think they're a mismatch of a couple. I don't think they worked well together as actors, as a couple, but they're both well known, so at least we can give them that. And there's some other people in this movie that you just kind of recognize their face or something. So um, I was thinking while I was watching this movie, it's kind of like a mixture of like Back to the Future without the time travel versus mix in a little bit of what was the other one? But like this is a mixture of two kind of different movies, and like She's All That, like Back to the Future and She's All That, and it gets to be kind of an intriguing movie because it has these different elements and these kind of different feelings of different movies that we've seen in the past that are kind of classics, and it's a nice idea of a movie. It really is. I kind of enjoyed myself. It has a lot to it. All the actors I can give props to, and I very much appreciated even the stupid mean girls at the high school. All the different parents that are around, all of them played their part pretty well. We have our main character, her mother is really awful. You just want to hate her so bad. I mean, some parts of the movie are just like wanting to punch the screen that you hate her so bad. So that's effective in my eyes. That's what makes a movie sometimes is that you hate somebody so awful that you almost have to rewatch it just because you hate that person so much and you want to cheer against them again. And her dad is really nice, sweet guy. He's kind of painted out to be maybe something, but he's really sweet. And there's a kind of a kid that is tempted by one of the mothers every once in a while, and he works for this family. And then he ends up being the nice guy at the end, and things all work out there. So, and then there's a huge twist to this movie that comes about three-fourths of the way through, and it kind of throws you off. Like you're kind of shocked that it's happening. So I really only have those good things to say. It's a really good movie. I can totally suggest it, but for some reason I try to watch at least two movies a day if it so allows, and yesterday I had two of the most awful endings to movies that I've seen in a long time. My last review, Tracktown, was just awful, awful, awful. And this one just leaves things open to interpretation. And I just don't understand why we can't come up with an ending to your movie. You're paying all these well-known name actors tons of money. You're spending all this time making this great movie that could be almost a classic for years to come. And you can't just have an ending. It's not that hard. I just don't understand it. So that is the only thing keeping me from giving this movie an A. I've got to give it a B plus because, I mean, like as small of a thing as the ending is, it really can make or break your movie. And for me, after watching this movie that's almost 2 hours, for the ending to be so disappointing and be so open to interpretation, we have no answers for like 3 or 4 different characters. Like, what are we doing? You know, just finish your movie, answer the questions. It doesn't take that long to figure out. Maybe another 5 minutes of filming. You know, just answer the questions and be done with it. You have an hour and 50-minute movie that people really enjoy. Just end the thing. So, you know, this is what it comes to, is, you know, suggesting it to you. Hopefully people are able to watch a movie like this, really enjoy the characters, the theme, the twist, everything that comes along with this. But I've got to give a B plus to the stars. And it's disappointing and sad to me that I can't give this an A. I can't buy it in the future, because if I do that, then I'll just be disappointed all the time every time I rewatch it. So it's not worth it in that sense, but it's a really well done quality movie. So thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and give some of them a watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. And enjoy your movies. Try and give this one a watch. Let me know what you think. Thanks.